So we're just going to come with your hips over your heels, forehead to the mat. You won't need any props, I don't think, today. We're just going to relax here for a few breaths. And just make yourself comfortable. Maybe move the knees apart a little more. Let your breath deepen. Relax your shoulders. So today's class is going to focus on balance. So a little balance and a little bit of abs. I'll share 3 things that I think are important to balance that you can work on to make balance better for you. So we're going to slowly come up to table. Let's just warm up the spine a little bit. We'll round the spine and arch the spine. Good. A couple of times. Good. Find a neutral spine. We're going to do our first pose. It's going to be balance. We're going to center your left knee. Right leg will kick behind you. So we're going to have the toes down and the belly in. So the first thing that you want to think about with balance is the belly steadying you. So we're going to stack the hips, keep that foot down, reach the hand up. So key is here, pull your belly in and then lift that leg. And if you feel that you're not so steady here, you just pull the belly in a little more. It'll help you get steady. Good. Inhale, lift that leg. See if you can stack the shoulders, maybe take the gaze up. So gaze is also important. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Good. Top hand comes down, top knee comes down. Let's come all the way forward onto the belly. Point the toes back, hug the elbows in, press up, back bend. Nice. Coming back down, press back, child's pose. Let's take a breath here. Coming up to table. Nice. We're going to center that right knee this time. Left leg's going to kick behind you. We're going to keep the toes and the foot down. And we're going to stack the hips. Good. So that left hand can reach up. You're going to pull the belly in. And as you feel steady, lift that leg. Breathe and hold. Good. Pull the belly in a little bit more. Lift the leg a little bit higher. Good. Breathe. Nice. Top hand comes down. Bring the knee down. Let's do that again and float forward. Find a cobra. Hug the elbows in. Belly in. Press up. Nice. And then coming down, let's press back, child's pose. Breathe. Good, so we're gonna inhale coming up to table and then find our way into downward facing dog. Hold that down dog and just let the heels sink down. Gonna stretch through the back of our legs, maybe pedal the heels a little bit. Nice, find center and stillness, pressing the heels down. Good, and working the legs towards straight. We're gonna take that gaze between the knees or the thighs and press your hands through the floor. Good, so let's come forward into plank. We're gonna use the belly here. Find your belly, pull it in, hug your elbows in. Nice. And then let's just get those hips in line with your heels and your shoulders. So you're really using the abs here. Good, press back. Nice, let's walk it forward. Find a standing forward fold here. Chin to chest. Inhale, come all the way up. Good, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. So we're just gonna close your eyes for a moment. So with all standing poses, the abs are really important or all your balance poses. With a standing balance pose, the feet become very important as well. So we're gonna just talk about the feet for a moment. With our eyes closed, we're just feeling the mat underneath. So you can even step them out a little wider. Just whatever feels stable to you. So we're just really going to start grounding through the feet. And grounding kind of feels like you're pressing the feet down through the floor. And we're going to do this a few different ways. So we're going to pull the belly in. Good. And then you're going to energize the legs. And you do that by pulling your kneecaps up, but be careful not to lock the knees out. We want them to be very, very, very microscopically bent, but you're still pulling your kneecaps up. Good. So the legs are energized. Engage your glutes, and then think about the heels driving through the floor. Good. So your legs suddenly feel really strong. And then we're adding that belly in and the chest lifts. Now you might feel it that if somebody came over and tried to push you over, you wouldn't go anywhere. And that is part of grounding. That's rooting down. That's that root to rise. So we're going to keep the legs rooted, pressing down through the floor. And we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Good. Keep those heels pressing down, fold. You're still feeling really grounded. Nobody can push you over. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. So you're still pressing those feet down, belly in. And now we're finding the 4 points on each foot. So there's a spot on either side of the heel and either side of the ball of the foot. And we're pressing all 4 points down into the mat. Good. And let the toes hug the mat a little bit, but not gripping too tight. Good. And now we're really feeling grounded. We feel it even more. So this helps with balance because we're going to be grounded through one foot. So we're going to be grounded through the left foot. We're going to shift into that left foot. Good. So you can feel it grounding down, belly in, foot pressing. Nice. Back to center. Let's ground through the right foot. Grounding in. Just feeling a little lighter in the left foot, pressing down in the right. Good. Back to center, grounding through both feet. Legs energized, hugging those kneecaps up, glutes engaged, pressing down. Good. So now we're going to add on. We're going to shift into the left foot. Turn your right foot out to the right. So we're staying grounded. Hug your left hip in toward the center. So you don't want to be out here. You want to hug it in so that glute is working. And then we're going to bring the foot to your ankle or your calf muscle. Press the knee back, lift the hips up. So we're feeling the grounding. And then we're going to do one more thing to add to balance, and that is find a focal point for your eyes. So you might be looking at me, but you might want to find something that doesn't move at all, and that is at the level of your eyes. Good. It's like a string holding you up. And then we're going to reach the arms up. Nice. Reach them out. Back up. Inhale. Exhale back to center. So I'm just going to turn here. So we're going to take this knee and we're going to bring it forward and lift that knee high. Good. So you got to find your drishti. Keep looking forward. Belly in, grounding through that leg. Good. And then we're going to step it back into a lunge. So you can go as deep as you want to here. We're going to bend that front knee. That back heel, we're going to lift it up because it's going to have our abs kick in. Nice. And then reach the arms up. Good. Lift that heel. Lift that back heel. Let the abs do the work. Your gaze is forward. Now we're going to kind of take a bow here. Reach the hands back. Good. Keep the gaze forward and coming up. So even when you move, the gaze is forward. Let's take a bow. Nice. Coming up. Good. Belly in, hands to heart center. Nice. We're going to take this back leg just for more balance and hop it up. Good. Get that balance. Grounding through the foot, belly in, gaze forward. Good. Nice. Set it down. Nice. Let's shake that out a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Let's plant the hand, step it back, down dog. So we're just going to hold this down dog for a moment. Heels sinking. Let's float forward into a plank position. Hold that plank nice and strong. Good. Down dog. Let's walk it forward. Nice. Inhale, come up all the way. Hands to heart center. Good job. Good job. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So let's start feet wherever you want them to be, hip width apart. We're going to go through grounding again, belly in, kneecaps up, heels pressing down, gazes forward, and we're feeling that grounding sensation. Chest is lifted. Good. It also helps sometimes to press through the hands to feel more balanced, but we're feeling it. We're feeling the grounding. We're feeling our roots growing into the ground. Good. We're going to use those roots as we start to shift over into the right foot. Good. Turning that left foot out. Nice. Keep pressing that foot down. That standing foot is growing roots. You're going to bring that foot to your ankle, maybe to your calf muscle. Nice. Press the knee back, press the hips forward, belly in. Find that focal point in front of you that's at the height of your eyes. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale wide. Inhale up to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe. Nice. I'm just going to turn sideways. We're going to bring that knee forward. Lift the knee up. Find that focal point. Make sure you're staying steady on as close to the same point as you can. Step it back. Lunge. So first we get our balance. You can always take your left foot, your back foot, and bring it over to the left. Your right foot's over to the right a little. So you're on train tracks, giving you a little more stability. We're going to lift that heel up so the abs kick in. Nice. Let's reach the arms up. Good. Let's take a bow. Do 2 bows. Just taking a bow, letting the abs do the work here, holding you up. Good. Inhaling up. We're going to exhale, coming down. Really nice. Inhale up and hold. Hands back to heart center. Using our belly to keep us steady, using that focal point to keep you steady. We're going to take that back foot and hop it up. Whoa. Falling is extra credit. Good. Lift the knee, set it down, shake it out. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale up halfway. Plant the hand, step it back, down dog. Good. So this time we're going to get that gaze. We're going to keep that gaze between the knees or the thighs. Walk your feet up just a little bit. So we're just shortening the dog. And we're going to take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, turn and twist. Good. Looking under that arm. Nice. And then release. Let's take your left hand to the outside of the right ankle, grab on, turn and twist. Nice. And then release. Lower down onto the knees. And let's come to seated. Good. So we're going to come down onto your back. Good. So we're going to just work the abs a little bit. They're just so important to all kinds of balance poses. So we're just going to do a few things. First, we're going to take the hands underneath your hips to stabilize your low back. Bring the knees up over the hips. Good. We're going to start out a little bit easier, and you can always stay with the easiest one because you do what works. All of them do help. All of them build strength. So we're going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. If that's feeling pretty easy, we're going to straighten the legs. Good. Lower and lift. Good. We're going to lower about an inch off the floor and lift. Nice. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Good. So now we're going to make the knees a little bit wider. So you just want to have a space between the knees. Lower, lift, lower, and lift. Good. We're going to just do a couple more. If it's getting hard, that's good. Nice. One more. Good. And then hug the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Okay, so we're going to take your left leg, straighten into the left leg, lower it down about an inch off the floor. Nice. Right knee's hugging in, and then we're going to switch. Good. Switch. So these lower belly, switch, keep switching. These lower belly moves help with balance and really help the low back when you're standing a lot. So we're just hitting it hard today. Lower and switch and switch. Good. One more time each side. And then hug them both in. Good. Breathe. Now you can bring your arms wide. And we're going to go into twisting, but we're not going to go all the way down. We're just going to lower the knees over to the right, about an inch off the floor. Lift them up. And then over to the left, about an inch off the floor. Lift them up. So we're just going to go like that, lower and lift, lower and lift. Keep going, lower and lift, lower, lift. Let's do one more each side again. Nice. And lift, lower, and lift. Good. We're going to hug those knees in, rock from side to side. Nice. Let's lower the legs down. Bring the bottoms of your feet to the mat. Counter that pose. Hug the shoulders underneath you. We're going to lift the hips up. Engage the glutes. So we engage the low belly. Now we're engaging the glutes to counter. Nice. Lower down. Let's walk the feet out about a foot or so. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's walk the feet out one more foot. Nice. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So lengthening and strengthening the backs of the legs. So we're going to keep the feet where they are. Lift the hips up. Good. Breathe. Lift them a little higher. Lower down. Nice. Let's walk the feet in about a foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I'm going to walk the feet in as much as you comfortably can. Lift the hips up. Let's hold, engage, and lower down. Nice. I'm going to untuck those shoulders, hug the knees in, rock from side to side. And then let's lower the knees over to the right, all the way down this time. Good. Bringing the knees up to center. Let's bring them down to the other side. Bringing the knees up to center one more time. Nice squeeze. Good. And then we're going to just lower the feet down to the mat, straightening into the legs. Arms down by your sides. Making any adjustments that would make you just a little more comfortable. Close your eyes. And relax. So when it comes to balance, it can be difficult on the mat and in life, of course. And there's like kind of a little fourth bonus tip is if the mind is going crazy, if your mind is all over the place or you're feeling very stressed, balance might not be the easiest thing to do. So if that's the case, just be kind and gentle with yourself. And then when things calm down, balance will come back to you. You're going to slowly just start to bring some movement into the fingers and toes, the knees and the elbows. And just bending into the knees. Rolling onto one side of your body. We'll just rest here for a moment. Pressing up to a seated position. Just place hands on the knees and we'll just take a few more breaths before we move on with our busy day. The highest light in me salutes and appreciates the highest light in you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.